Yo, what's up? It's your boy Greg Gray, Dope Living TV Live. Let me start off by saying the views that are expressed on this Dope Living TV Live are not necessarily the views of Dope Living TV or its affiliates. Having said that, man, look, this is our last show of the years. Yes, 2021 is done for the show, at least. All right, but we got a few more days, so get your plans ready, not resolutions. Get your plans ready. Get it in for 2022. Go into this year, the next year, go into a strong. Get ready, y'all. Get ready. Got to bring on one of the most. I've been known as Got Forever. I'll put it like that, man. And so creative, such a genius, man. My brother Mo B. What's going on, Maurice?
Hey, what's going on, bro?
Everything is good, man. Everything is
Thanks
good.
for the intro, man.
Man, you know what? Got to do it that way. Got to make it. This is the last show of the year, man.
Yeah.
So I'm giving you guys everything that you have given me, okay? Which is nothing but the positivity, the greatness, man. This show would be nothing without you guys. You know what I'm saying?
Giving it back to you, bro.
For sure. And I'm accepted today. I'm definitely gonna accept it today. Man.
See, I got the headphones on. I was trying to get my wife to come on with me. She not feeling good. So she said, I ain't feeling good today. I said, but she was cracking up so hard earlier. The show last night.
It was a good show. So, tonight, man, we're gonna have some spoken word poets, some spoken word artists on tonight, man. You know, my man Nick Nova chilling in the green room right now, waiting to come out.
Cool.
I'm telling you, man, people, you guys do not know how powerful spoken word is. Okay, and I'm gonna let
it's time to get that back on the front burner.
That's powerful, dude. We're gonna do it. You already know we got plans. We got plans to put this in the forefront. Okay, if you all don't know what Dope Living TV Live is, you gonna know by the time the first quarter of 2022 is over. Everybody gonna be on here. We do this every Wednesday. Spoken word poets. We do it every Wednesday. All right. I want to welcome LinkedIn again. You've been on with us for a couple of weeks. It's just been a preview, y'all. Okay. When it comes down, 2022, we're gonna have people like this man right here, Nick Nova, coming through, hanging out with us all day long.
What's going on?
Nick, you go, bro. There he is.
He froze up on us.
Nick. Where you at, bro? Anyway, that's the face of future right there. Okay, Nick Nova.
Come on,
He's gonna be back on. He's gonna be back on. Hey, Nick, do this. Log back off, then log back on, bro. Do it all over. Got that freeze going on, that Gina freeze. You know what I'm saying? Center yourself, Maurice. They need to see you. Center yourself, brother. Get in front of the fireplace. There you go. In front of the fireplace.
I'm there. Just chill, Mackie.
And man, look, we want to make sure also that we definitely support everybody that comes through. You know, we want to make sure we have a great platform that's going to be a great opportunity that comes through. There's my man, Nick.
Hey, what's going on, family?
What's
going on, bro?
What's going on?
Everything is great, man.
Oh, man, I can't hear you.
You can't hear me? Can you hear me now?
Hello?
Hey, can you hear us?
Oh, yes, sir. We're good to go now. What's going on?
Here we go.
Hey, what's happening, man?
Hey, man, we live, so technical difficulties are gonna happen. We roll with it. You know what I'm saying?
No, I appreciate that. What's going on? I'm Nick Jones the Nova. I'm a spoken word artist from Memphis, Tennessee.
Yes, sir.
Oh, man, he right down the street from me. I'm in Ville.
Moby is in Nashville.
Oh, right down the street.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Well, right down the street, 3.5, 4 hours, but not driving. You know. Is that?
Hey, man. First of all, thank you for chilling with us for a few, man. You know.
Yes, sir. Anytime it's for the poetry, I'm always on board.
Every Wednesday, man. Make it a staple for you, bro. Come on here.
Every Wednesday.
Every Wednesday.
I'm here.
That's love. Sure. Right. That's love right there. Okay.
We're gonna try to do something about that.
Before we get to hearing you, before we get to hearing what you do, all right. Yes, this journey that you came up, this spoken word journey, okay? Because I know it had to be a journey, okay? You didn't just pop up and say, I'm gonna do spoken word. What did you have to go through to get here?
Really, it's the ups and downs of life that really make you a great poet. So, along with just the struggle of being raised by a single mother, 5 boys from Memphis, Tennessee. But and it's also that strive for intelligence and excellence. So every in my poetry personally, I use every building block that made me to build my art.
There you go. That's what's up. That's what's up. And that's what's and see, we've had spoken word artists on here before, okay? And I think the common thread was that
real.
It's real. You know what I'm saying?
It has to be. My line is it's the language of the soul.
There you go.
Mm-hmm. That makes the delivery a whole lot more convincing too.
For sure. And just speaking of the journey, that my journey taught me how to deliver, to connect with people, because there's no point of being as lyrical as you can be, but if you're not making a connection, it's all for nothing.
Yeah, you can do the Humpty Dumpty all day long is what I call it.
That's a fact. That's a fact. That's a fact.
Let's welcome Gina to the show.
Gina.
Hello.
Hey, what's going on?
Welcome, Nick. Hey, Marie.
We're going to say it right. It's Nick Jones, the Nova.
Hey, Nick Jones, the
Nova. Okay.
Is that right?
Okay. We connecting, Nick. We're connecting.
What's going on?
She just happened to have that UT orange on. That's all.
Got that orange going, you know.
That's right.
Now, y'all think it's October and it's Halloween. Y'all need to take that orange off now. Come on.
I do represent the Tigers too, though. The University of Memphis Tigers. So.
Okay. Well, I
know that blue. Where the blue at?
It's in the closet.
Oh, okay.
It's in the closet right now.
Y'all say what's up to Marcella?
Hey, Marcy.
Hey, everyone.
Hey, what's going on?
Looking beautiful as usual.
Thank you.
We got Nick Jones, the Nova, here, man. And you know what, Nick? He's told us that, basically his backstory, okay? But what I need to hear right now, because we need to be blessed right now, brother. And we need to be blessed right now.
Can I do something for you?
Do something for us, bruh. Let's go to everybody that's watching. This is Nick. And I hope you got more than one, but this is Nick Jones.
Yeah, I got a ton.
Let's go, bro.
You should. Yeah.
It's on you, bro. Okay.
My name is Nick Jones, the Nova. I come from a place called Orange Mound, Memphis, Tennessee.
All right.
And I'm going to give you some poetry.
Let's go.
I said, who else is sick of this bullshit, this defecation that the radio is radiating? I mean, this crap these rappers are creating. They have no tools to build with, yet their own homes are in need of renovation. They possess no possible skill to kill with, yet they attempt an assassination. In this generation, all we get are the clones. We get a bunch of clones dressed in the clothes of another clone that they imitated. And they have no balance between the fallacies and fantasies that they fabricated. You see, we get a bunch of fools rhyming about a bunch of jewels and celebrations, yet we go to work every day. We yelling and waving like, don't you see us slaving? Do you not understand the way that we are behaving is opposing our chosen greatness? So what if you're rich enough to buy a Bugatti, prick? We need to hear some motivation. Do you not understand that I come from one of the worst places? Do they not see that we are worms in dirt races still aiming for first places? And I've given every piece of bone, gristle, and muscle tissue to wipe the tears off the crying faces. Because I come from Memphis, Tennessee. That's the place where you can't pull up and shoot, or pull up and shoot. They say you might not make it. And I say, if you're one of those players who like to lay up, I hope you practice some pump faking. Boy, that's in every sport, in every court, in every street, between every sheep, you got those bed bugs waiting. You see, opportunity doesn't knock anymore. It only calls, and it won't leave messages. So don't be hesitant. It's up to you to take it. You see, when I answered, I got engaged. So now I am constantly saying my vows to all of these consonants and vowels, and I've rearranged them into these sounds. I'm just hoping and praying that somebody's relating. But here I come. I'm sick and tired of being patient. I've become overwhelmed by my frustrations. Poetry is me using my fist to change the station. I'm Nick Nova.
Yes. Yes. Nick Jones, the Nova. That
I'm
was
Nick
a
Jones.
diss song, man. That was a
I
diss
am
song.
You
Nick
are.
Jones the Nova.
Nick
That's my name.
Jones, the Nova. So what's the Jones for?
His last name.
Jones. That's my name. That's people that call me. I'm Nick Jones,
Okay.
but I am the Nova.
The Nova.
Nova.
Dude,
For sure.
hey, you came
For
with
sure.
that.
He came with it.
What was that? What
That's-
was that? What did that come from?
It's called Memphis Blues. So it basically is a piece about the cliches that we get when they hear I'm from Memphis. So that's what I talk about. We get clones dressed in the clothes of another clone. So it's basically about do something different.
Bro, you just said something that just grabbed
And-
me right there
and-
for just 1 second.
Yeah.
And when you said Memphis Blues, imagine what you're doing right now. You opening up that flower again that was in that spot a long time ago, basically with the spoken word.
With the spoken word and
Love it.
still keeping in tune with the roots of Memphis. You know,
Exactly.
blues is very deep in Memphis.
Yep.
So it's also about like the blues. Like it's a sad song, but
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to show them something different from Memphis. That's my
That's
mission.
what's up.
That's
That's
good.
what's
Yeah.
up.
Y'all do anything for Memphis in May?
Oh yeah, it's always festivals and things going on around Memphis in
For
May.
the spoken
So
word. Yeah, I know, because I supply some equipment over there.
well,
Memphis May this year.
specifically geared towards spoken word, no sir. But I always like to kick in the door when whatever they're
There you
doing.
go.
Let me do some spoken word.
That's
So
Greg.
what did they do? What would they do something like that on is that downtown Peabody, Bill Street?
Oh yeah, on Bill Street and Main Street, like Tom Lee Park.
All right.
Like right on the
On
river.
a barbecue. So you got a spot down there that y'all actually get together and get the chance to,
I mean,
you know.
we like to barbecue here, so we don't necessarily go to a place. We like to go to the backyard, but like Neely's, Central Barbecue, it's all good.
The reason why I'm asking is because I mean we're thinking about doing some stuff here on Dope Living. So, I'm asking because I know Memphis in May is one of the hot spots in Memphis. When that time come around, everybody's doing something.
Everything downtown, so
and
definitely
that kicks off the whole season.
Yes, sir. So A&R Barbecue for sure downtown. A&R, amazing.
Okay.
I'm just sitting here listening, man, and I'm whenever I hear spoken word, my mind goes 1,000 miles a minute, man. Okay, so you were saying that they don't necessarily have a specific spot where you guys can perform. You just come in and do what you do, right?
That's true, and it's starting to grow. These days now we have like I started producing my own show. Like we couldn't wait forever, so and it's just about promoting more. It's not just about the poetry. Now we have to have the business mind, marketing and promoting and things of that nature. So it's getting better. We have things like Art Unplugged is a big show now. I just had a show there this past Sunday, so we're growing for sure.
I don't know if you ever been over here to Nashville at the hip hop shows and stuff. And I used to pull a lot of shows over here. Before the spot got shut down by Black and Pusshead. But anyway.
We might have to get that cranking back up too, because Nashville
I did a lot of hip hop shows, and clean, good, actually outselling, making them record nights and stuff.
Yeah, yes sir.
A lot of artists and stuff together then, and it was great. Back in 2010 all the way up to like 16, it was kicking.
Well, Nick,
it sounds like Nashville is an open market for that.
It actually
Nashville music in general is big in Nashville for sure.
You'll be surprised how many people come out of Nashville, and they go to some place and try out, and they blow it away because of the competition here in Nashville.
Yeah.
Some of the best spoken word artists are in Nashville. Like
they come out of that mug and they just blow it up.
Yeah, you just showed out, bro. You just showed out. So
you good to go.
You guys, because this has to be, and I say every time we do this, because every time we see a spoken word artist here on Dope Living TV Live, they're better and better. It gets better as we go on. So we have to make sure that, number one, people understand that this is an art form. It is an art form.
Definitely.
Or anything.
Number two, it's not rap, okay? Rap is so marginalized. Okay, spoken word, as you said when you opened up, is from the soul. Okay, it's telling stories. It's telling.
It's a different level. Yeah, it's a different level of intent. You're really trying to. It's the need to be some change, some impact behind what you're saying. But and some rap is like that, but
yeah,
the
like
rap of today, yeah, exactly. People like Tupac, like Nas, guys like that.
Tupac and Common.
Now I do love Common.
I love Common too.
And I get that a lot though when people hear me, because my poetry is very rhythmic. There's a lot of wordplay. They're like, when's the album coming out? Like, no, I'm sticking with it.
But why not though? Why not? Why not put an album out? I can make that happen.
Because I want to push the narrative of poetry. I want that freedom of expression without the what I call cliches of rap music.
Yeah,
but Greg, you got a point.
Got you.
Greg got a point.
But I'm with Nick
like
though.
Anything, it's just like anything. If it's marketable, you can put an album out.
But I'm with Nick.
And I'm talking about the spoken word album, not the.
Oh, now the spoken word album is definitely in the mix. They're trying to push the for the spoken word Grammy. There's never been a spoken word artist to win the spoken word award.
Really?
So
they started this initiative where they want it to be a poet. They want it to be a spoken word artist. So Nick Jones Nova has to have his hands on that. So the album is for sure coming.
Right. See, well, you got two people that can make it happen. Me and Greg.
You know, speaking of spoken word, something I've noticed, I watch a lot of the competition shows like America's Got Talent, and I've noticed a lot of artists, spoken word artists, have been coming on, and that's, you know, that was something that was different, and it's like each year then you're having more coming on.
Yeah, Brandon Leak is who just won that, and that I just think the time is coming for spoken word to be at the forefront. I think people are starting to understand what it is that we're doing with the words, with the message, with the impact.
Here's my reason why I think that's happening too, is because with the atmosphere of the COVID and all of this stuff that's going on, okay?
Precisely.
Perfect. Man,
that's exactly what it is.
It is different, and people want something that they can cling on to that's going to give them some realities, give them some life, as opposed to, you know, the music that the baby puts out, you know, and this and that. And that's true. I'm not knocking. I'm not knocking nobody. Okay?
There's a time for everything. Because I mean, I'm a big hip hop rap fan, and I think everyone is good on a certain level.
Right.
But I think COVID gave people a chance. When they were slowing down, they're listening now. Now they want to actually hear what they're saying.
Hear it.
That's exactly the point I was gonna make, Nick. Is, you know, when we listen to music, we don't really hear the words. We hear the music, but not the words. But spoken words, you have to actually listen to the words, and that's something we were not trained to do.
Right, it's nothing but words.
And it's so relevant to all that's going on now, because, like we said, with COVID and with the pandemic, there's just so much going on, and people want to express themselves, and this is a form of expression that a lot of people, you know, sometimes you might write it in a journal, but now it's like you're bringing it out of a journal, kind of like. So yeah, this is good.
I think this is going to help the culture correct itself.
Because that is something about poetry. It's something about the way you're going to express it. Like, you can be the most honest in a poem. You can spill it all out in a poem, and I definitely want to push that, because I think if kids had a way to express themselves freely, then they won't take some of the more negative outlets.
But then again, this is going back to the future. I mean, back in the day, we listened to the words of the song more than we listened to the music. Although
because they meant something.
Part of art. Right, it meant something. And, you know, and even if you think about some of the Earth, Wind, and Fire lyrics now, and if you listen to them, it's like,
yes, sir.
What was we getting? But the metaphors were stacked on top of each other so deep, everybody was like in a trance on it.
And still relevant, still relevant to today.
Right, exactly.
Decades later, and I think that's more important than selling 1 million records. Is how long and how impactful
your staying power
was that work of art.
I think this time is due. Like I said, it bubbled up to the top for a minute. We was having this conversation the other day. It bubbled up for a good time, spoken word. Then when Russell said stopped doing it, it's like.
Nick, how long have you been doing spoken word?
I did my first open mic in 2009, but I didn't take it serious until 2014.
Okay.
So ever since 2014, I've been obsessed, and I'm doing it every day. I write every day. I'm practicing every day.
And as we get through this, man, we want to definitely, number one, stay connected, okay? Because
for sure,
it's a lot of things that we here at DopelivenTV have talked about since we started, and we only started doing spoken word about 4 or 5 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Oh, it's still fresh. Well, I want to say I appreciate you for reaching out to me, because anything dealing with this, like, I just love to be able to share and meet new people. So I want to thank you all for having me on. Absolutely. I really it means a lot to me to share.
It's our blessing to have you guys on.
I was just going to say, you blessed us.
Anytime.
I appreciate
our blessing, okay? Because it takes us away from, the show in general, man. We talk about everything that goes on in this world, period. We have a relationship Monday. We talk about relationship, trying to get people's relationships right. We do this on the Wednesday. We started doing
that's important too.
Dude,
that's important.
We can't solve everybody's problems, all right? But we can inspire and change people's thoughts with this Wednesday night spoken word. We can inspire and change people, the way people think, because
it's powerful. It's powerful like that.
As you were talking, I was thinking, they go to schools and they have these career days, and everybody sees, and we talked about this on the shows before, conventional occupations.
Right.
So conventional.
All of those conventional occupations. Okay, but there are other ways to do this, and you go in there, and these guys, first thing they do when I go speak at schools, hey man, I'm trying to be a rapper, man. You want to hear my verse? No, I don't. My son's a rapper. I hear it every day. Okay, I don't want to hear it. And I try to.
Of course, I don't.
I said, what else can you do? But I think if we got some people to come into the schools and just tell them, hey, this is spoken word. It is an unconventional occupation, but you can make money from this. You can
certainly
dreams come true through this.
Certainly. Okay.
I think it needs to be a major wake up on the label side, if they had any sense.
And damn the labels. We can
I've had this debate a lot, and a lot of it is on the fault of the poets. Poets have become this thing that people have labeled as, this is for these people. But I'm going to be the one. I'm going to be the one to help take it mainstream. We're going to put poetry in a place where everyone can consume it.
The reason why I said labels, Greg, is, I mean, I'm not, when I say use the labels, the labels need to wake up. Those are the catalysts for the greatness.
I'm not knocking what you said. I'm just saying
the catalyst for the greatness part is we need something like, Nova to get out there and be great. That's a springboard. And as far as the birth of it is, it's kind of like hip hop. When it started, no label. Label was going. They was thumbing their nose at it. You know what I mean?
It was a fad. It was going to be a fad.
It was going to be a fad. It's going to burn out. Everybody thought. I thought it burnt out. Back in 2009 when Russell said, "I'm done with it." But
I think it was just a trend for the second, but it's still something so powerful. It just needs to be put in the right light.
Yeah. And that's the thing, Nick, right there. Okay? When Russell Simmons tried to do it, I think he was just saying, okay, well, Def Comedy Jam is over. Let me throw something out there. Let me see what I can do with it. Okay. Yeah. It worked.
And it just so happened that it was amazing.
Exactly.
I think, because I still watch it to this day.
Do you guys think that Nick Cannon is kind of pushing it spoken word out there?
No.
I know he did a video and it went viral. I do remember that, but I think it was a trend for the second. I don't think it was something he wanted to. But it's gonna take someone like Nick Cannon, like if he did like a Netflix special of spoken word and had me on there, like that's all it'll take.
It don't have to be Nick Cannon. Greg, we're gonna talk.
That's all it's gonna take.
We're gonna talk.
And Nick Jones.
Like Marcy was talking about some other stuff.
Hold on, Maurice. Nick Jones.
Yes, sir.
Google me, all right? It ain't gonna take Nick Cannon, all right?
I looked at hey, but that's why I'm here with you. That's why I'm here with you for sure.
Trust and believe, man.
But that's why I like to network, and I like to work with everybody. Even here in my city, I like to work with everybody, with the rappers, with all of the promoters, and I want to incorporate spoken word into everything.
Everything,
and you can.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
So, Nick, having said all of that, man, I'm feeling a little inspired, man. I'm gonna need some more.
You want something? You want something else?
Can we do this?
Oh yeah, anytime. Anytime you need me, I'm here. So
let's go. Well, I need you now.
Okay, so since one of my main objectives of chasing my dream is to get others to discover and chase their dream as well. So this poem is called Dreams. Because I'm an avid believer in chasing your dream. No matter how illogical, improbable, or impossible it may seem. And as for me and my dream, well, as a young Black male, it might be a tad bit cliche, but I wanted to be in the NBA. I looked up to guys like Bird, Magic, Shaquille O'Neal, basketball giants. Somehow I had to become a hoop tyrant like my favorite player, Kobe Bryant. Even to this day, I get jealous when I see KD, AD, Steph Curry, and even LeBron James get their rings because truthfully, I wanted to be the next king. There was only one problem. I got cut every time I tried out for the team. And please save your apologies. Do not feel sorry for me. At the time, it didn't bother me in the least. Believe me when I tell you I was a beast. If he was smaller than me, I had a feast. If he was too big, he was too slow. One move, I go right past him. Over half of my assists were no-look passes. On defense, I dropped down. From then on, it was locked down. I specialized in protection. On offense, it was knocked down. That's an automatic jumper. Where I'm from, we call that wetness, no matter who was contesting. Other than that, my offensive arsenal wasn't that impressive. I mean, getting rebounds came natural, but I wasn't really aggressive. But my mind was always my most powerful weapon. If we ever went from a zone to a man-to-man and my teammate didn't understand, I had an answer for every question. From the pick and roll to the give and go, I ran my plays with perfection. You should have seen me transitioning between positions. I played small and power forward. I was powerful, yet I was fluent in finessing, even often the center of attention. But on that fateful day, and I could still remember how I used to take a deep breath with my hand outstretched just so I couldn't possibly miss it by mistake. I looked for my name. After several seconds of scanning, I'm overpowered by this pain that can only be overshadowed by my shame, because this year was my year to make it. Everyone claimed the same. I was constantly contemplating why I didn't make it. Coaches telling me I couldn't make it, made me hate them, said I hate it. I should have reached the peak of my greatness as long as I've been waiting. And that's when it hit me. Because all I was doing was waiting. All I was doing was making wishes when I should have been watching instructional tapes. I could have been conditioning. I could have been weight lifting. I mean, some of those guys were not better shooters than me, or even more attentive defenders than me, but they did things like practice harder. They played a little bit smarter. They could run a little bit farther, while I made useless excuses like I would have made it if I had a father. But still, I had a quick brain, excellent aim with impenetrable defense. But instead of focusing on my strengths, I should have been improving my weakness. But luckily for me, I'm past that. I have my new passion. My words come out more rapid. Like, if you tell me to spit it, I'm with it, no hesitation. Catch me slacking can't happen, like mass creation. Your arrogance is holding you down like gravitation. If you want to be the best at your craft, then master patience. You think those skills aren't weighing enough, then keep waiting, because if you rushing, that could be worse than procrastination. Don't get me wrong. I ain't preaching. I'm just saying, if you're not getting better, you're not passionate, you're just playing. So when I'm done, y'all don't have to snap or clap. Just promise me you won't backtrack nor slack. Please, 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 my people, wake up and conquer your dream. Nick Noble.
That's that. Nick. All right.
So originally, I love to play basketball.
Yeah, that right there's a next level stuff.
Marshall. I really love to play basketball, but I didn't put the work in. And so anyone listening to this right now, you have to put the work in.
That's a must. Yeah.
Whether it's poetry or not.
That's a message.
You have to put the work in.
Wow.
Dude, that was that shit right there.
Every day if you can.
That was
every day if you can.
Yeah.
I appreciate that. I appreciate it, because I love to be able to push my message. And if someone just heard me and they said, let me do something about my dream today, that's what it's about.
If you touch one, man, you did your job.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
As you doing this, man, you know, I see these videos where they're showcasing the one artist, and Amina says that was a message. All right, they're showcasing this one artist. He in this corner, mic hanging down. All right, and he by himself, and it's a yellow room or yellow whatever color. Okay, and he by himself, and he just doing his craft. He doing
it out.
That's the kind of stuff that needs to be done
right now.
Word artist.
Yeah,
that's what I need, bro. And that's what I'm pushing towards.
That's what you
like
need.
That vision. That vision is exactly what I'm pushing towards. Like the commercials and the Netflix special and the outreach programs and everything. Through the spoken word.
This dude here.
Lisa says great message.
What is he talking about,
Mark? Thank you so much. Thank you for listening. Thank you for listening. Man, thank you so much.
Like I said, this can be a culture changing thing.
It should
we're gonna do it.
It's going to be.
We're doing it because I won't stop until it's done.
Because I mean, this is the way it was supposed to go the first time around. You know?
And you know what, Nick? As you were speaking, I can tell that there was something that you were passionate about that you didn't put the work in, but now you're putting that work in because you found another passion and you're not going to let it go to the wayside again.
Yeah, yes, man. And it's almost as if I went through that when I was younger. So when I found what I really wanted to do, I wouldn't let it pass by me.
Did you all notice that, okay, as we having this conversation with Nick and everybody's DopelivenTV Live, we're having a conversation with Nick Jones and Nova, this spoken word. Did you all notice how, as we're talking to Nick, you know, y'all see him like that, but as soon as he gets ready to read, it's a transformation. Did y'all notice that? Did you notice that?
Another person.
It's like,
yeah.
That's what you have to do. I mean, if you get to make sure you project your, you know, to get your point across.
It's definitely a transformation. Just, I don't know. It's like that's how much I love it. Like when I'm not performing, I try to keep calm about it because I'll get excited just talking about it. But once like the mic hits my hand, now it's like, okay,
it's different.
Now it's time.
It's a whole different feel.
Now it's time to let it
out. I used to do television for a living, man. The first time that I got in front of a camera, I was afraid. And the first interview I did, I messed it up. I ain't gonna lie, I sucked. All right, but
there's no way around it. There's no way around it.
That artist pulled me to say, "Hey man, look, touch my hand," and I'm like, "You no." He said, "No, I'm serious, man. Touch my hand." So I said, "Okay." I slapped his hand. He said, "Now, put your hand on my shoulder." I said, "Dude, come on, man." Because I'm trying to be this, you know. He said, but I put my hand on his shoulder. He said, "Bro, I got the same shit you got." Okay. He said, "I'm human. Relax, brother." He said, "You want to do this again? We can do it again." I did it again, and it was perfect. No problem. Because
it takes that time.
It does. It does. You got to just get outside of yourself when you're doing anything business wise. Just get outside of yourself and make it happen.
Get out your comfort zone.
Yeah. I used to tell an artist, make what matches in your head is coming out your mouth. So in other words, whenever you singing, the people better feel the way you trying to make them feel, or it's gonna come off wrong. You know, just like you want people to feel everything that you're doing, everything. So that's what makes it successful.
Go ahead, Marcy.
Yes, sir.
Oh no, I didn't. I was just agreeing with Maurice.
You want to say something? So, Nick, have you ever had a moment of people telling you, "Hey, man, you can do that. It's nice, but it ain't work."
No, never.
Okay.
Never. I'm fortunate enough to have a support system who would have believed me if I said I was going to do anything. Especially my mom. I got to shout out my mom, Loretta McNary. She has her own TV show here as well, the Loretta McNary Show, and she's always been a dreamer. And she taught me and my younger brothers to find something you love and make it happen and change the world with it.
And you'll never work a day in your life.
And you'll never work a day in your life.
Yeah.
Well, in my situation, even when I'm working, I can, in my mind, I'm like, this is what you're working towards.
Yeah.
This is what you're working towards. So this is going to propel you to that. And I'm excited to go to work because I know that my dream is, I'm coming for it.
Definitely believe you, brother.
Got definitely do
every
it.
day.
Up to Uji.
What's up,
Uji?
Hey, Uji.
Hey, what's going down?
It's Mark. What's up, family? What's going on?
All right.
Uji, you done joined the Silver Fox Club.
Hey, I've been a fox.
Hold on, no. I'm gonna tell y'all, and I gotta say this, okay? And everybody, we talking with Nick Nova, Nick Jones, the Nova, spoken word artist. I gotta tell y'all a little something about. Of course, everybody knows Mark is my brother.
Hey, what's up, bro?
I did a music video for him, right? And I told him, I said, "Hey, man, look, I'm gonna need you to die all of that. I want it all back." He was hesitant with it. Did what I said, dyed it black, and did the video. And
that's a real brother right there.
Yeah. You know, I mean, my thing with this, and I wanted to give him his props on this, man. One of the most generous, one of the most loving guys in the world. Don't cross him, but one of the most generous and loving guys in the world. And I don't even trip no more. He cut for my birthday. What did you do for my birthday, bro?
Oh shoot, we did it up.
No,
did it up. I made it.
No. He cut his beard off. He cut it all off.
Oh, you talking about that birthday?
Secrets. Don't tell the secrets.
He cut it all.
No, yeah. I mean, I did a lot for my brother. I'm the baby, but I did a lot for him. You know what I'm saying? As far as birthdays, days that was important, you know, different things of that nature. Most definitely, you know what I'm saying? We did a lot, and we wasn't raised on celebrating anything other than life.
Yeah. When I got my first gold platinum record, whatever it is, from the record label, he bought out the Genesis Center and did a party for me. I wouldn't even expect it.
Hey,
I wouldn't even expect it. So that's my brother, man. Nice. 2022.
And that's the baby brother.
That's the baby brother.
My baby brother can learn a couple things. He pretty cool.
But you know what? I gotta say this. I got some videos coming out soon, and I ain't taking the gray away because you know why? We taking it back, baby. The old school music is way better than the school music, and we taking it back. So we gotta let them know who the forefathers is with this knowledge that we about to great spit down on.
He said the forefathers.
Yes, sir.
Only four of them. Only four of them.
Yes, sir.
I said fathers though, forefathers.
I know what you're
saying. Hey, just like you know what? I was about to say something else, but I ain't gonna say something else to go with four. But you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say it, but you know what I'm saying? The forefathers. You feel me? I ain't from the original. I started back in the 70s. You know what I'm saying? I was born in the 70s, but I was in that hip hop. As soon as I recognized what hip hop was, I was out there break dancing and everything else.
All of that. Hey, real quick, man, want to say
hey, Jory.
Dr. Jory Lynn, okay, original member of the Dope Living TV Live. She's doing the thing out there, okay. Jory, I'm glad you came on to say hi to us, okay. We love you.
We miss her.
definitely miss you. You and Uji used to bring that flavor to the show, okay? But
We got
shout out to
Isha.
you.
Isha's on too.
Isha Williams, man, look, this the last show of the year, so we definitely just want to make sure that we represent. Isha was one of the guys we brought in and hung out with us for a few shows. Okay, it's always gonna be family. Thanks, Isha. I hope everything's going well with your music career, man. Anything we can do.
And the new baby. I think he had twins.
He had twins. That's right. We got you. We got you, bro. We got you. Anybody else has been on the show? Y'all come on and just say, hey, we got Nick Jones, the Nova, on here with us.
The Nova.
Man, I'm blessed, man. It's a pleasure being on with y'all, man. I'm tuned in to all the shows from here on out for sure.
Bruh, you
we
love having you on, Nick.
Love it. Hang out with us all the time, man. Okay, most definitely.
Sure. Y'all get used to seeing me, Nick Nova. I'm gonna be on. Y'all gonna be seeing
Nick, we are pushing this spoken word. We started
this spoken
word 3-4 weeks ago, and we are so on this spoken word. You're gonna see some changes in 2022.
Yeah. Well, you gonna have me every week.
That's a good thing.
He's out of
Memphis.
Memphis, Tennessee, for sure.
We can you hang out with us a little bit longer?
Oh yeah, I'm hanging. Yeah, I'm chill.
Cool. Because I'm going to make sure that number one, people know who you are, and number two, we need to hear another one, bro.
Well, another one.
I'm gonna use you.
Hey, I got 100 of them. I got 100.
Alphalis Sun Sky Sphere. Hey, what's going on?
Hi.
Come on here and spit
Thanks
for us,
tuning. Thanks for tuning in.
You ready, Nick Jones?
Nick Jones.
Yeah.
Jones, the Nova.
Hey, I like how you say that. That's how they say it down here too.
Nick Jones.
Nick Jones.
Nick Jones, let's go, boy.
I do it. THOT.
Ooh.
Yeah, I know. Thought. Okay. So you are familiar?
Yes, sir.
Did you know it was actually an acronym?
Mm-hmm.
Did you know it was a word used by men to describe a female he loved to get inside, but most likely have to hide, so he only texts after 11:59? Now, this girl don't have a job, not even applying. Say she's so independent, but she stays with her parents, apparently relying on what others are supplying. Taking pictures in dresses in dressing rooms, knowing she ain't buying. Now, that harlot is a thought, no denying. But the question is, why? Before I wrote this poem, I didn't know what a thought was, but I had to try. So at first, THOT. They hear only thirst. Constantly bombarded by the same game from lames at every party. I've seen the frat boys swarm around thoughts. I've seen the athletes jock thoughts. I've even seen one of my homegirls pull a thought. But I could have swore she was a girl before, but before my eyes, she transformed into a guy. I'm going to categorize this as an auto thought. Thoughts in disguise. I've heard of male thoughts. Broke and won't give it up. Pick stitches of his friend's ends and his girlfriend's whip, constantly dissed but never giving up, snapping up with empty double cups. So at this point, I figured the word thought could only be negative. But then it was revealed to my dismay that on Valentine's Day, thoughts were getting presents. And even worse, thoughts were getting pregnant. This was a conundrum I could not run from. As these thoughts thrived in my presence, I witnessed something I was dreading. An epidemic was spreading when I scrolled down my timeline and saw a thought wedding. Are thoughts this special, or are they just this deceptive? And then it hit me. Thoughts must have a secret weapon. So I analyzed pictures of thoughts all my friends liked a lot, and I gained more knowledge. I admit, some physically flawless. Some even in college, so their trickery must be produced mentally. But most were just garbage, literally. So the results show you got your name for what you decided to wear. You show the whole world, your whole body. So are we wrong for calling you a thought because we thought you were willing to share? You got a 58-foot sewing in your hair, coining captions that never happened. You see, Beyonce did not wake up with all of that makeup. You weren't brought up like this. So why you put up stuff like this? And guys, why do we put up with stuff like this? But those are just the jokes. You see, I don't have to analyze the things I've seen because I already know what it means. As an acronym, THOT means treasure hidden over there. You see, every woman hides a world of wonders. Sometimes it's just hidden. Often hidden to keep guys from asking for their numbers. They know they just want to hide under covers. Others hide because social media has made them feel homely, tired of being considered only a homie, never loved, and when she does love, it's phony. Faced with a lot of babe can I have, and babe can you loan me, and left in debt and left lonely. You see, the material possession she provides is not the true treasure she hides. Her mind is a diamond. Her sense of humor, a ruby. Her perseverance is gold. So don't judge a thought by what you see. You can judge that thought by her soul. You can judge a thought by her goals. So for all those who thought thoughts were just tools for pleasure, remember, that's not all she has. You may see junk in her trunk, but there's buried treasure in that ass. So keep calm and push on because true treasure never rots. And it might be down deep, but digging's the best part. You can use my poetry as a map because clearly you forgot. X marks the thought. Nick Nova.
X
Hey.
Nick.
X.
Yes, sir.
Woo! Gave a new meaning to that.
That was interesting.
That's the whole purpose is to change the perception. Flip the whole perception.
Yeah, but that hole over there.
Hey, you know what? You take the T off a dot. What you got?
Hot. It depends on what T you take.
Take the T off a dot, off the top. What you got?
Like you said, which way?
Which T? The first or last?
Hot or throw?
Take the first. Take the first one off. Take the first one off.
Hot.
Yeah, a lot of them. Yeah.
But no, that's like a crowd. That's like a crowd
favorite. Take the first T off.
They always ask me to do that. Anytime I perform, they always ask for that one. So I had to be out.
That's a good one.
That's that right there.
That's a good one.
I liked that. Even though I blacked out. But you know what I'm saying? So you take the first T off of that joint. What you got? Hot.
That's that piece, though, man. Hey, man, it gets better, and it gets better as we go along, y'all.
All right.
It will.
So where do you see this going? Where do you see it going? I know where I can see it, but where do you see it going?
For me personally?
You personally, and then for the craft itself.
So for me personally, when it's all said and done, I'll be known as the greatest poet to have ever lived.
That's what's up.
Okay.
50 years from now, they'll be studying how I wrote and how I broke things down.
Claim that.
That's good.
We'll be having some holographic thing going on. I'll be here with a cane on my hand going.
Exactly.
I knew it when he was Nick.
No, to tell people like we introduced him to the people who needed to hear him.
Yeah.
And I remember I said, "These my family. They're my family. My uncles, my aunties. Now they put me on.
Auntie now.
Auntie now. And my folks. My folks.
You, for real, you sound just like my little brother, man. He always claims that. He always claims that.
But for the culture in general, I want poetry to be an outlet for kids and specifically young Black kids.
That'll be the shot in the arm that she needs right there.
Yeah.
Because how many times have you seen, male members of our culture walking down the street and they're just going at it? No music, no nothing. Got a headset on, maybe. They might have a beat playing in their head, but they going. They done wrote 15 daggone songs before they got from one end of the block to the other. Can you imagine they put that pen to paper and then come up on some place where they can actually do that at?
It's so empowering. Like because I see so many kids, especially from where I grew up, like they don't know how smart they are because they aren't. They aren't smart the way that the media portrays it, but with a powerful mind. And poetry is a tool to show you, like, if you can write this, imagine what else you could do.
Right.
Yeah.
Not to mention getting your point across through it. That's leading into a whole nother realm in acting.
Just being able to communicate, period, is going to help you in every facet of life, for sure. It's helped me in everything, for sure.
It's an unconventional craft skill that a lot of people don't understand. It's there. It's out there.
Yeah.
And they to make it happen, okay? Everybody say what's up to the life coach, Jeff.
What's up, Jeff?
Hey, what's going on, y'all?
What's up, man? What's going on? You done messed around and missed it all, man.
He probably was listening. Did you listen?
I was trying to listen. My connection was bad as I was on my way home.
But Jeff, we got Nick Jones.
Mr. Jeff, what's going on, sir?
Okay, what's going on, Nick?
I am Nova, for sure.
A phallus Sun Sky Sphere says, I love that poem before. Excellent. Good, Nick Nova, sir.
Thank you for listening. I really it means the world to me that people would even give me a chance. So for you to say that, it really means a lot to me. I appreciate it.
Hey, Nick, are you related to 101 the Beats, Mr. Jones there?
No, sir.
Okay.
No, sir. No, sir. Sound like somebody I should know, though.
Oh yeah, that's one of our people here in Nashville. Works for 101 the Beat.
Oh,
man, real quick, man. You know, as this COVID thing is going along, and this, okay, we want to stay our healthiest. We want to make sure that we are doing the right things to stay healthy. Okay. Yes. One of the things that I do is I drink a lot of water. Okay, so I drink core hydration. Okay, it's perfectly balanced.
Get it in
by water. All right, and they're doing their part for the environment. This bottle is made from 100% recycled plastic. So you all go out there and support this core water. All right, most definitely.
I love core.
There you
go. Love core water.
Well, yeah, sure. We're gonna like you then, bro.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes,
definitely. Sir. But yeah, man, that it gets better and better. And as we do this show, man, we put people on, and we want to support what they do. This is going to be supported so much. One of the reasons that I reach out to LinkedIn in order to get the show on LinkedIn was because I know there's a lot of business people out there, right?
Absolutely.
A lot of them are not even recognizing what this is. All right. Shout out to my man Andrew Nibbs. He's a talent scout in A&R. He's watching the show and checking us out.
How you doing?
You're on at the right time, bro. For real.
Yes, sir.
It's we want to make this big because it is something that needs to be seen and it's something that needs to be heard. When I say seen, you know, yeah, you guys go to the clubs and this and that, but I want to make it visual. I want to make you got these. We want music, not music videos, but spoken word videos done.
That's where it needs to go. And spoken word is so vivid. We can do movies like that's what I'm working on now, like a mini movie to my poem, like more cinematic things. Like that's for sure. 22, I want to do 4K videos, like movies for sure.
And that's exactly what we're getting ready to do.
I can't wait.
I was scheduled to do which is why I'm still where I'm at, scheduled to do a video for a young lady who's doing spoken word. All right. Something came up, not on my end. I'm not calling her out or nothing like that, but it didn't happen. Now they want to do it today. I'm a videographer, and I love doing this stuff. All right. I don't know how you're doing yours right now, but I would love to collaborate with you and get something done.
Absolutely. Yes, sir. Absolutely.
Once we get off under this blue ass cloud we under, COVID cloud.
Man, damn that cloud. Okay. I mean, it is what it is.
We gotta make it happen out here.
It definitely struck every type of performer for sure.
Yeah.
It hurt everybody here. You know,
but you got to move around. You got to move around and do things differently. Okay. And I learned that. I learned it. That's actually why this show is on the air. Okay. As we're doing the regular business, everything got halted. So I said, okay, well, in order to keep the brand name recognizable and continue the brand to keep the brand growing on the path that we're going, let me do something, being the face of the brand, to keep it moving. Started DopelivenTV Live with Gina and my man Christopher Lane, who's out in Las Vegas, and it just blossomed, man. Okay, like I said, you know, Core stepped in, did their thing. Everybody else that's been on here, you know, Maurice, Jeff, Marcella, everybody else, Nyla and Dr. Jory Lynn and Jay and everybody else that's been on this show has contributed to making sure that the word gets out from you guys.
I love that story of perseverance that you guys didn't give up, because it did break a lot of people, but you guys didn't give up. I love that.
Can't give up, man.
I love that.
That's when you defeat your dreams. That's when you defeat your purpose. When you stop.
Yeah,
that's true.
It's just
the only difference between a winner and a loser. Loser gives up.
But
that's
you know what?
That's why we got the life coach on here, man. He keep us right.
I was just getting ready to say, you know, we talked about the mentorship. Jeff talked about the young men that he mentors and talk to, but this is something that they can be brought into.
Oh, without a doubt.
Definitely.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Definitely.
I mean, the thing about it is, you think about a life coach and therapy. Therapy allows you to get that, so get those words out, things that, that's in their mind, get it out, and it's actually a positive thing.
Especially with the self-reflection, like that's where the best poems come from. Is the self. When you look within, and it's the good and the bad that make the perfect poem.
Yeah, the artists that we've been talking with, some of the best ones that have been on here are the ones that had the
life experiences.
Sure. Thank you.
Yeah. And you should, and I think everybody can learn from. We'll call it negative life experiences that have happened to us, but to see people that are visual,
they overcome it.
And overcome it, exactly.
Right.
That's the testimony right there. Okay, you've gone through things, and Marcy mentioned something like that yesterday. But God sees everything. He knows what
you can't hide it.
And when it's time, why question it? Oh, he was such a good guy. Okay, but it was time. It was that time.
But man, my mind is clicking on all cylinders. I'm thinking, man, this could be. I mean. This could be so awesome.
It's huge, and it will be, because people are paying attention. It's just time. And,
well, people been paying attention. It's just got to where it's cooler. You know what I mean? A lot of things people
that's the reality
hover on the outside until it gets to be cool. Then they come in, and that's the flood of people coming in now. It's cool to do spoken word.
Let me pause for a second, okay? We got Poetry Soul Child in the background, okay? You need to connect your camera and your mic, Mr. Soul Child, Miss Soul Child. I don't know which one you are, but you need to connect the mic and and your left. But come on, connect the mic and this and that, okay? Hey, let me take a minute. Marcy, I could not download the videos that you sent me.
Okay.
I did have a couple that were on here, okay? Here's one that I want to do. Let Nick get some water and get his throat ready, because we need another one from you, bro. So I'm going
to get some water too.
This one is called "It Is Finished." Y'all check this out, and we'll be right back. DopelivenTV Live. We ain't sitting here live with Nick Jones, the Nova. All right, we got Jeff Rutherford, we got Gina Gasson, we got Maurice, we got Marcella. We'll be right back after this.
There I was, standing shamefully in a courtroom, surrounded by demons on my left and angels on my right. Satan as the persecutor, holding millions of records about my life, and God sitting on a throne with a mighty gavel in his hand. I had no lawyer. Placed on trial for things such as lying, stealing, and fornication. For this was the beginning of my tribulation, for there was no reason to plead an innocent statement, for all the evidence was sitting right there with Satan. The demons smiled as tears rolled down the judge's eyes, for they clearly knew that now was the hour of my demise. But wait. In came a light shining so bright that the demons smiling suddenly jumped with fright. And the man that walked in that night was none other than Jesus Christ. Darkness departed to give way, and glory was all the angels could say. As the man that walked in that night pulled out a lighter and immediately set Satan's records against me on fire. He took the sentence file and erased my name, looked at me in the eyes and said, "Daughter, I'll take the blame." Handcuffs were placed on this man and he was thrown to the ground. The entire courtroom gasped at this horrendous sound, and the sudden seized the beat of his heart. The man that walked in glowing had now become dark. I did this to him. My lying, my stealing, my cheating, and he took the pain and spent 3 days in the hell that I was to go to for eternity. I left the courtroom that day, and there was nothing I could say. I was found innocent, for Christ handled the debt that I was to pay. This type of love is more than you could give to a girlfriend, boyfriend, husband, wife. This man died for me. I owe him my life. And even though my life is not at all worth it, how could you ever trade preference for perfect? See, I gave my life to Christ and suddenly picked up a mop. The lying, cursing, cheating, all that had to stop, because my life had been bought. And it'd be a shame to sit there and do nothing but let it rot. I'm not perfect, and the will to sin hasn't completely diminished from my life. But I believe Jesus' words when he died for me on that cross. It is finished.
All right. Hey.
Oh, that was awesome.
Yeah.
That was one of them.
Come on. I'm telling you.
That was heavy. I love
like
that.
I was saying, like I was saying.
Everybody say what's up.
Powerful.
Hey, Nyla.
Hey, what's going on now?
Hi, guys.
She was powerful.
She was
That was
powerful.
amazing.
She was
That was
powerful.
amazing.
It's just all different forms. I did that for Marcella. It's all different forms, okay?
I sent you that too, though. So
Did you?
I did.
Oh no, I didn't. I'm sorry.
That's
But
okay.
you see what I was saying. That's what the culture needs, and that right there fits any place. You could do that right next to what you're doing right now, and like I said, it's cool now. So everything is, that gets them to thinking.
Yes,
So,
sir. Yes,
And you
sir.
know, Nick, can I call you Nick? Is that okay?
Yeah, for sure. We're
Okay.
family.
You weren't on. I believe it was yesterday we were talking. I was telling them that in working with the high school, working with kids, a lot of kids as they go through things, something that the social workers had them do was to journal their thoughts. And in talking to some of them, it's like, okay, that can be spoken word, because if you were to see how some of these teens wrote what they were going through and their thoughts, and how some of them were persevering,
I bet it was unbelievable.
their anger to get it out, and it made
and then
them feel better. And like we were saying, that this is really good.
Just being able to get it off your chest is gonna make them feel better, and it's gonna also give them perspective
and help
which is
others
very
as well.
And that's why I tell people, some people get nervous about sharing their story, but I'm like, just imagine somebody going through what you're going through, and then you get someone to go through that with.
Right.
Give them the head up.
Exactly.
Just to your mind, it's gonna let you know you can make it out of it.
That's a mental turbo booster.
Exactly.
Yes. The coach I was trying to get on, but you're not connecting your camera and your mic. You got to connect it all at the same time. So follow those instructions, and we get you on here, okay? Everybody say again, what's up to Nyla?
Yes, I'm a spoken word artist.
I have been checking out your TikToks.
Nyla, we're sitting here with Nick Jones, the Nova. He's given us 3 of them already. I got to get one more before we get out of here, okay? But, Nyla, we want to hear from you, okay? And I know how powerful my little sister is, okay? So, Nyla, hit us off with one. Can you do that?
Okay. Can you guys hear me? Okay, I have this heater on, so can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we hear you fine.
We hear you.
Okay.
Yeah, we hear you.
A heater? Well, it's 70 degrees outside. I don't need a heater.
Boy,
don't get out of here.
Yeah, 70 degrees in Tennessee.
Right.
No, yesterday.
He had to rub that in our face.
Right. Knowing that we got
too cold out
y'all standing there going
fine.
Come on, Nyla, let's go.
All right. This is called Feed Your Soul. Baby girl, hold on. My face looks like it's cut off.
It is cut off.
Okay, let me
Speak
fix
up
this
louder, please.
Fix this. So
Speak up,
see me. There we go. Yeah, can you guys see me now? Like better than my whole head? Okay.
Yep, we can see.
I could have did another commercial in that time. Let's go though.
All right. So again, this is called Feed Your Soul. Baby girl, I think it's kind of sad. You can't see who you are. You can't see past the fads. You can't see past the pictures. And the truth is that's the gag, because not too many people stay past the looks in the ass. I mean, I gave it up. Because you can't see. I mean, it's made up. It's all a fantasy, but I stay prayed up because that's just me. I'm a little different. I value different things. I'm kind of superstitious about my inquiries, because that's the buried treasure. I mean, your looks will attract me, but yours is what I measure, and it's my pleasure to show you how to appreciate, because once you learn, I promise it will alleviate. So do not deviate. And I wish you weren't so materialistic. It's not your fault society's got you in the prison. Yeah, you behind bars. We value fancy cars. We envy movie stars. To us, they up to par. But that's just looks and money. We in this world, out of this world. This ain't our milk and honey. Most of us still are running from our true selves. They dusty on some new shells. We built with some new nails and loose screws for the new shoes. But I got real news. The alarm clock is ringing and you ain't got time to hit snooze. You snooze, you lose. And I ain't talking about a game. I'm just talking about the building. And it's more than just the frame. Just like you, more than just the name. More than just the fame. More than just your pain. The murals that we paint and the struggles that we face is all distraction. We seek for reactions. Radioactive quarantine our disasters. So we can't bloom, but your soul will keep you in tune. And when your body goes, you're still gonna be you. So it's important to nurture the spirit. Because if there's no tree, there's no fruit bearing. So you lost touch with what beauty means. Because everybody loves what they see, but you're not happy because you have a need you can't fulfill if you don't dig deep. But that's a world that's got a strong hold. Because if you're too thin, you always be cold. And if you're too cold, you might grow mold. Because that's what happens when you're just an empty old soul. Because your foundation is the start. To heal yourself, you got to open up your heart. Because this world chooses for you, man. This ain't no a la carte. Plus, they going off the charts. So if they keep your mind, then that's another $1. That's weed, pills, alcohol, undercover, white collar, lights in that black Impala. It's an illusion. What I said is an illusion. We've come to the conclusion that this is a delusion. You'll always battle, riding a horse without a saddle. No rope but herding cattle, self-blame, but still we tattle because you're empty. But you still can't see. You trying to please society, chasing fake beauty because there's a leak in this old building, but it's got to move cities. It's still the same, just a different location, and you still the same person if your body goes vacant. So feed your soul.
What up with that, girl? What up with that? Come
there
on
you
now.
go. That's the Nyla I know.
All right.
You just snapped off. No, your rhyme schemes are that's amazing.
Thank you.
Your pen's strong for sure.
I appreciate
Your pen's strong for sure.
Wow, rhyme schemes.
Rhyme like from illusion to conclusion to delusion. That's cold. Like that's cold.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
For sure.
All right, so that's how you do that. Okay, so let me try, y'all. Let me try. Hold on.
No.
Here we go.
Why y'all laughing? What's all of that? What's all of the hatred?
Go ahead. Lay it out. Go ahead. Come on, let's go.
That was it.
There you go.
He built up all that anticipation.
That was it. Why y'all hating?
That's why we hating, because that was it.
Okay. Let me try my skills.
Oh Lord, have mercy.
Get at it.
Let me try my skills. See,
What's up, Courtney Bird?
He just hate.
What's up, Courtney Bird? What's up, Angie still standing? Hold on, man. Let me get these shouts out. Trisha Lynn, what's up, baby? Felisa Quarles, Gina Gatson, she on here right now. Okay. Courtney Bird said, "Beautiful encouragement to feed my soul." Great job. Yes. Right? Everybody's tuning in, man. Facebook, YouTube. We got the YouTube going. We got the LinkedIn going. Appreciate you guys, man. Appreciate all of you guys. Jacqueline McLeod Walton. I'm sorry. Amina, Bree, everybody, man. You guys support like life depends on it. Okay, and we appreciate you guys.
I appreciate everybody. Everybody, listen. You can check me out on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. Nick Jones, the Nova.
Man, and
Nick
Jones, the Nova.
I got Poetry Soul Child in here, man. We trying to get you on here for real, okay? But it says your devices are not connected. You need to connect your mic and camera before I can put you up in here. And I really want to get you on here.
Tell him hit the little setup wheel so he can turn it on.
She got me amped. I want to hear some more bars. I want to hear some of everybody now.
Yeah.
Big bro.
There go Big Brother, Chris.
Hey, Chris, out there is all fake. Hey, Chris, you missing this show, bro.
Big bro.
Nick and Nyla killing us right now, bro.
Man,
I'm about to spit some.
Come on, Gina. Come on.
Hey, big bro.
go ahead.
Ready.
Can't wait.
Greg, big bro.
I'm gonna spit it out like that. Go ahead, baby. Do it.
Big bro.
What?
So I heard we getting real raw. So if I do something raw, is that cool?
That's cool. You know how we do it on here, Nyla.
Nick Jones. We don't
do it on here.
We don't censor nothing
Period.
here, bro. We don't censor nothing here.
I
Everything
had
is good.
this 3-part series that I had wrote a while ago, and it has to do with, y'all know I'm a really big activist in the community, so it has to do with that. So it's gonna get kind of raw. Hey. Yeah, I hope y'all appreciate it.
Okay, we're gonna let you go split this. Then we gotta get this last one from Mr. Jones. Go ahead, Nye. Hit us off. Hey, before you do that, everybody say what's up to Chris Mills.
What's up?
Hey, Chris.
What's up, bro?
Mr. Mills,
what's going on, Chris?
Bro.
What's going on with y'all?
Things good. Let's go, Nye.
All right. Check it out. See, a day one will be the same one to hold the gun. They'll be the same one to pull the trigger and call the ambulance. I don't think you hear me. See, they'll be the same one to speak on your behalf. Now, can you feel me? They'll be the same one plotting with the devil, the same one trying to beat you before you get to the next level. See, they all the same. The system remain the same. The game is all the same. It's just a different day with a different slaver with the same hate and the same hate for the same game. Watch them gang bang and eliminate, smile in your face while you disintegrate. Stats run flat just like a dead man lays flat on his back with the snap that a gun cracks. Life he now lacks. I'm just stating facts. Check out how they react. See, we become comfortable with the uncomfortable, the untouchable, the unlovable. They all have a hold. It's just a story told. They just called our bluff. We now fold. But those are people in the streets. Since when is it a crime to sell CDs, making a living, but our victims to those without degrees? We beg, please have mercy. We just trying to feed our children, man. They just trying to eat, but they bring the heat before you can speak. Gather details after you deceased. My soldier at ease. I said, my soldier at ease. Can you breathe? Flatline, I guess. Now you free. See, they've taken our voice. But we get a noise complaint, but all they do is complain. There's not a soul on this planet that can prove racism doesn't exist today. I can see it in your face when you walk past. It's written all over your face. Dare one of my men whistle. Dare one of my men whistle. God bless the soul of Emmett Till. Did you forget? Shot, beat, dragged, drowned. Did you forget? Supreme Court ruled innocent as his open casket struck horror into my people. Did you forget? All of this, and I can't help but go in. Are you listening? Pay attention. Did I mention? They never told you about the bombing of the church in Birmingham. The 4 innocent girls that died in the basement. Man, face it. You are the epitome of destruction, you racist. Little Rock 9 just wanted to be integrated. Called in the National Guard, but all they did was segregate it. Look at our nation. It's almost 2022 and we're running out of patience. Doctors are gaining more patience and I hate it. We've waited. Faith has slowly faded and hope has decimated. Police gain their strength because their pistol can shoot past arm's length. I mean, because clearly Congress hasn't gotten the hint, because it's clear that y'all think my people will never win. So while you shoot, while you shoot, I researched, because Voting Acts Right of 1965, there's a sunset on our rights, so why should Congress have to vote every few years for us to have rights if we're all equal? No, I guess that was a lie, and it will never subside, will never compromise until everyone stops being hypnotized by the government's drugs that keep us high. I mean, realize we have to fight. And, I mean, since y'all want America to be so great again, I mean, how about y'all let my people rise? Because when I look at the flag, all I see is 50 states of the oppressed, of the suppressed. I see 13 colonies that committed chronic genocide to society. I mean, I see Andrew Jackson's trail of tears that put fear into the hearts of the original owners of this land, the ones that were already here. And when I look at the flag, I don't see freedom. I see false advertisement, false hope, ignorant people, and we believe them. 'Tis the season for change. And yes, there's a reason I say it's been 300 years and the Indians are still living on reservations. I'm sorry, but nobody deserves to live on plantations of hatred. Let's make shift, change this, create constellations of greatness that are painless. Together we're dangerous. Together we're dangerous, because by the time they suspect us, I mean, by the time they detect us, we'll be infectious. Since they won't help us, let's go get our redemption. Come from over the border. Our people came here via water. Their people came via voyages. So what makes them in charge of law and order? Who made them the founding fathers? Who appointed them to be fathers of our daughters? See, we got to be cautious. Like a thief in the night, we got to weigh all of our options. Because I don't think y'all hear me. I said, come from over the border. Our people came via water. Their people came via voyages. So what makes them in charge of law and order? Who made them the founding fathers and who appointed them fathers to our daughters? Put things into perspective and balance the proportion. Take small portions because minorities were America's wannabe abortions. Move swiftly, discreetly, slowly intervening. Don't be too intriguing and they'll catch on to our plan and we'll have to start retreating. Make sure you're educated. There's loopholes in every contract. I know it's devastating, but keep invading. Read the fine print carefully. Keep debating, negotiating. That's the problem. Negotiating. There's no negotiation for freedom. You get to going back and forth, and they trick you into believing. They're deceiving. It's their job to be man. They don't want to succeed, and you see that we out here bleeding. They don't care if we breathing. So you see, they keep committing treason. We trying to find our way for impeachment, but we can't rely on that. We have to move fast, or we'll keep running into our past generations. Teach your children, teach our generation how to be warriors, because it's all on us. Hurry before they're on to us. It's far too much. Funeral after funeral, it's all too much. But let's build a highway. Just like Harriet built a railroad, let's build an interstate so we can escape only to secretly overtake their positions, because at this point, if we're going to live this life, we got to make.
Woo!
Yes.
Better let the people know now.
And that's that on that.
That's good.
Go and knock that out.
Man, that's a lot. That's a lot to, and it kept your attention the whole time.
Go knock that out, homie.
Can I ask you a question?
Gordy Bird said,
can I ask you a question, bro?
Jay Oliver says she's letting people know. What's up, bro?
Why that ain't out nowhere? What you waiting on?
Because I ain't copyrighted.
Oh,
you don't heard nothing yet, Chris? Copyright it, so I don't like to put my stuff out there.
Chris, you ain't heard
all you gotta do is you can I'll show you how.
Yeah,
you ain't heard nothing yet. You ain't heard.
People need to hear that.
Look at
people need to hear that.
Sure.
Chris, when you get a chance, when you get a chance, go back and look at the show and check out some of Nick Jones stuff too. Okay.
Okay.
And Nick, just so you know.
Okay, most definitely I'll do that.
Hey, Nyla, we can need to write something together. I like how you write, for sure.
Oh, for sure.
You cold.
Connect. Poetry Soul Child, can you hear us? He got half of it right. Half of it's ready. Right. We get
Poetry
there.
is in the black hole. That black hole is there, y'all.
That black hole is a killer.
Yvette Air says that was deep. Definitely.
Unmute his mic and you know.
Big Nova,
turn
I'm
on
not
his camera.
supposed to tell you this, but Chris has a label. We were talking about this. He has a label.
For sure.
He's out in Vegas. He's doing a lot of things. I'll put it like that. I'm not going to put it out there like that, little brother.
We weren't just talking about the labels, though.
Hey, Nick.
It's about to be a new year, bro. He ain't even putting my business in the street. That's my learning.
2022 changes.
I'm learning.
Nick, secretly, he loans Obama money.
He loaned money? Hey.
I said secretly.
Hey, look.
We
lose one, and we gain another. Ain't that crazy?
I'm learning.
They try and give you shouts out, man.
Well, we give you shouts.
They give you shouts out.
So, Chris, sit back and listen. You know, Nyla just tickled us.
She done blowed us up.
Tickled our spirits. Okay, Nick, throw one of them out there, bro.
Let's see. I never got that 40 acres and a mule, but that's cool. But they did give us a bunch of questions they thought that we could never answer. They did give us these skills that they thought that we could never master. But I ask, why is so much projected to the masses when the fact is that we never mattered? Oh, But my generation, we're impacted by every outlet. At times, we even become subdued by shoes that haven't even come out yet. And I admit, I've never fit in nor been fit. I've never been fit for things like titles. And I'd rather die before I live a lie. Luckily for me, I was fit for survival in this puzzle that we call society, where they just love to muzzle the big dog quietly so he can go about his life silently. I won't fit. You see, I've seen those pretty poodles pursuing purses get the easy life, while me, I was labeled a pit bull, stuck in a pit full of poodles, pugs, and shih tzus. So if you are a pit bull too, I promise I feel you. And if you really a pit, I promise to feel you. Because in the times I've seen, it's looking bleak for the unique. But now it's time to stand up for those who stand out. I salute to the ones who will never conform at all, because I swore that even if I was about to fall, I'd never look for a handout. But there's a hard road ahead for the one who'd rather be considered weird. Ask yourself this: are you really willing to risk being hated by your peers with fears of being taken out but not dated? Because I'm the type to rather be assassinated and stripped naked than copy someone else's style and fake it. I come from a place where people rarely make it. And I'd rather spit about the things that people barely talk about than abide by the lies of another man's mouth. I'd rather live my life unknown to the world than walk another man's route. But in school, I admit, I played the fool. You see, I wanted nothing more than just to be cool. But I got bullied because the crowd didn't understand me fully. I didn't have the right tools. You see, this conformity is really a curse. It's corruption coursing through the veins of humanity, actually inhumane in our vanity, chasing the insane ramblings of the TV channel and thoughts more damaging than taxation without representation, and no one's challenging. Cut the crap. Nobody want to die, but they're always gambling. How you defensive, you always straddling. You compartmentalizing and micromanaging all these trends, but you ain't setting trends, and these trends you've been set in is unsettling. You see, what they did give us was a model. They gave us an actor. They gave us a stencil to create a pattern. They gave us a gimmick to mimic. Yeah, it worked when we were younger, but right now we're too grown, we're too strong, we're too bold. I'd rather be me and do bad all on my own. So I say, to each and every critic, good riddance. I mean, sure, some of those stereotypes might fit just right, but for the rest of my life, I promise I will never fit in. I'm Nick Nova.
Yeah, you are.
Yes, Nick.
That was it right there.
Nick Nova.
That's what's up.
And that's to say to whoever's listening is just to be yourself. No matter what somebody tell you, you're supposed to be friends, family, just be yourself.
What you say, Chris?
Yeah,
that was dope, bro.
I appreciate that.
Hey, look,
Appreciate that.
He just gave me 2 ideas already off the rip. Him and I just gave me 2 ideas off the rip.
Hey, well, Chris, add them to the program we already got. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, anything with poetry.
Yeah, when the club opened, see, out here in Vegas, we got people that do poetry, but we ain't got people that do spoken word.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying?
And when I was just in Vegas, and he said that to me.
Yeah.
He said nobody does spoken word like that, like for real, in Vegas.
Right. It's people that do poetry, but it's not people that's doing spoken word like you and I just did.
That's
you know
exactly
what I'm saying? And when I opened my club up, y'all just gave me an idea to just one of those nights to really do poetry like that. And
yes, sir.
Also, either like I can mix a spoken word night with my neo soul night.
That would be good.
That's all inclusive. Yeah.
One. Yeah. And the second thing that I thought about was doing a spoken word album with different spoken word artists.
It's time.
We already brought that up.
That's the third time. Hey, that's the third time tonight.
Yep.
That been
That's
brought
the
up.
third time it was brought up tonight.
It's time.
And what made me think about that is what's my guy name? Gil Scott Heron is his name.
Yeah. Angel Dust Man.
Yes, when he did The Revolution Will Not Be Televised, I posted that on my what's the names actually 2 days ago. And when I was listening to it, I was like, man, that could be a dope concept to get different dope spoken word artists over beats and let them rock out. You know what I'm saying?
People looking for it right now, and they really need to hear something. They need to hear something right now.
And Chris,
it's needed because
I want to do.
Go ahead, bro.
I want to do visuals.
Yeah, most definitely.
You know, so it's a lot of stuff going on right now, Nick. We do this. We normally talk about it off stage, but it's so good that we just gotta put it out there. It's gonna
I feel that energy, like I feel that innovative energy from y'all, and it's gonna push the culture.
Oh, for sure.
But it's something, you know, Nick, like I said earlier, something the culture need. I think this is the key that we've been looking for to, you know, make that tide turn on the culture that we've been
you know what it is, Reese. You know what it is, though, bro.
What?
When we had what was it? Deaf Poetry Jam.
Yeah, well, we talked about that earlier.
I did too.
Yeah, when we had Deaf Poetry Jam, it was a difference. That gave us something to really think about, see in a different light. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And now is that time, especially going into 2022. It's that time to bring that back to the surface, man.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Just exactly what you just said is what we talked about earlier. The same exact thing. I mean, that's exactly what I said. Greg, you got happy, baby.
That's confirmation, Nick. That's just confirmation.
That is definitely confirmation.
And now we got the content.
Same thing earlier, Chris.
We got the content.
Yeah, we got a lot more content coming, actually. But
it made me excited for poetry, for real. The spoken word.
And Naya, real quick, the easiest way to copyright your what's the name is do a small book with like 5 different poetries in it and publish it. That's the easiest way to copyright.
Gina ought to have Gina.
Yeah, and for that one, you want to self-publish. Don't pay a publisher. That's something you want to self-publish because that's where you save money if you self-publish it.
Save a crap load of money. Go to publishing house. They want to jack you up, take 50%.
Actually, what you can do is create your own. Go on Amazon, create your own cover, all of that. Put like 5 to 6 different poems in it, and it'll be out there for you published. You know what I'm saying?
I'm ready.
You got all that.
Once it's on Amazon,
for you, Nick.
And then you have your digital stream money coming in too with Greg.
In-house, man.
It's so many ways to make money with it. It's so many ways to make money with this.
But you know what? Really, it's not. And I had to. It's not about the money actually all the time. Okay. It's
I just thought about something.
Making sure that word gets out there. Okay, the money's gonna come. That's the least of our problem.
I tell everybody the money is just the means for me to keep it going and keep my family taken care of while I pursue the passion, for sure.
And make it stronger and make it more presentable and make it more vivid for everybody else to get it.
Again, been a good example. Go ahead, be good example. Like sometimes you might not, like you were talking about the basketball thing earlier. You might not hit that, but you could be a damn good example for what you're doing now with the with the poetry.
For sure. I mean, for sure. I am that now, but it's because I put the work in. I sacrificed for this, and it shows. I mean, I'm still a hooper I still hoop.
Hey,
yeah, right. That is. I got you faded.
But no. It's different down here in Memphis.
I'm gonna shut up now. I'm gonna be quiet. Because I was gonna bust out something a second ago, and I know. See, Chris, he done close the door for me. I know. I ain't saying that.
Hey, no, but this is another thing. This is another thing I want to say to Naya and Nick too. I mean, if you're talking about publishing, you don't even have to. I just thought about that too. You don't even have to put a book out. You can put it on wax. Go in the studio. put it on wax. That way,
one time.
and
That's true.
you can ask Cap and BMI it and have that way also, because it's lyrics. Writer, you're the writer.
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
You
can sign up for BMI for free and do that.
The stuff they put down tonight.
Are you gonna come on when we get ready to leave with all of this stuff? Okay. Now, honestly, we can go longer. I mean, but you know, we try to keep it like it is. Okay. But I wanted to take an opportunity to. This is the last show of the year. All right, and we 170 something shows in strong, y'all. So we've been making it happen. All right, and we did this whole year, and then we did a portion of the year before, and we in this, man, to win this. All right, but as this year ends, me personally, I just want to thank all of you guys, because this show is nothing without you guys. I could have sit up here, me, Gina, and Chris could have sat up here all day long and just, you know, talk to each other as we started it on Facebook Live, which was terrible. All right, but you know, we pushed through and we kept it going. All right. I want to give everybody, before I get into my long, short dissertation, an opportunity to thank whoever you want to thank for you know, that we've had on the show or off the show this year. Okay, and I want to start with you, Gina.
Oh, I'm gonna keep it short, but I just want to thank all our viewers. We wouldn't be here without them supporting, watching, commenting. I want to thank the guests who have come on. Man, we have had some fantastic people to come on, including our guest tonight. Man, bringing so much good information, so much energy, positive energy. Hey, we're gonna continue with this and take it on through 2022. It's just gonna get even bigger and better. I just appreciate all of our panel. You know, Marcy, Jeff, Maurice, Chris, Nyla, all of you guys, Ludine, Jocelyn. We wouldn't be this far without all of the individuals who came on here faithfully every day to give information to the public. So I just want to say thank you to everyone, and be safe. Have a happy holiday, and we are definitely we're gonna blow it up 2022.
Marcy, what you got to say?
Pretty much the same as what Gina said. I would first like to thank all of our viewers. Greg, first and foremost, you for giving us this platform for Facebook and LinkedIn and YouTube and the other platforms that you're doing this with. Also, I would like to just thank God for giving you this idea. Thank God for all of the people that have come on, all of our guests. Thank God for the ideas, the dreams, the desires that He's given to each and every one of us that are on this panel, for all of our viewing audience, for those that are going to be coming in from this day forward, and just thanking Him for just doing much more, and being the God of infinite possibilities.
Most definitely. Nyla.
I first want to I have to thank Gina first for bringing me on over the summer and having me on, and then I want to go on and thank you guys for embracing me and becoming Sage and I's second family. Like, you guys have really embraced us. Greg, you already know how we rocking, bro. But you guys have really all become a family. You know, when I got on here, we weren't small, but we were growing, and we've grown to have Marcy, and we're going to have Jeff, and all the people that we've grown to have on the show as time progresses. Like, it's only up from here. So I want to thank all of you guys. I love all you guys. I know I haven't been on, just been the past couple months just working, but you guys are always in my thoughts. I always make sure I check in on you guys with a little chat and see what's going on. I might not say anything, but I do pay attention. So I just want to thank you guys for embracing me as your little sister, and just you guys are open-minded. We have fun here, and it's a safe space for everybody to express their opinions, for the viewers to ask us questions, get our input, and whether we think we know we are or not, even with the topics that seem minuscule or seem goofy. I know that we are out there helping somebody, giving somebody input, like giving somebody information, giving somebody some type of closure, giving somebody some idea, inspiring somebody, whether it be with spoken word, whether it be with our relationship talks, whether it be with our political endeavors. We are aspiring to inspire others, and that's what it's all about. At the end of the day, I'm grateful that we can make a difference in the world, in the community, and just, through COVID, we've been able to create something so beautiful. It's something we've become a family. We've been able to create connections and build relationships and provide people opportunities such as this with Nick and other people. So I'm really grateful for you guys. I'm grateful for the platform that we have. I'm grateful for the big things that we're doing, the business meetings that we have, the people that we've gained, the people that we lost. I love and I'm thankful and I'm grateful for all of you guys, and I can't wait to see what 2022 has to offer for us at Dope Living TV. So
absolutely, appreciate that. Hey Nick, I know you just came off for the first time today, man, but you got anybody you want to say hello and shout out to?
Always, same people first. My mom, Loretta McNair. I'm gonna send this to her too, and so I thank her for raising me to be who I am today. And I gotta thank my son right here. He been quiet this whole time. He said, "Can I meet your?" He said, "Can I meet your friends?" So I'm gonna let him come on over. Come on, big guy.
Come on, family. There he is.
Hey, what's up, little man?
So he did good, and believe me, this the battery that pushed me to do what I do.
I know that's right.
So my entire family, my lady Tierra, my brothers, the team Live Life Live, and the whole city of Memphis, and you guys especially, Mr. Greg. I appreciate you sending me that message. I needed this. I appreciate you.
And we needed you, bro. We needed you. Appreciate you, Jeff.
Yes.
Oh man.
Yeah, real.
Man, look here.
Hold up. Wait a minute. Ain't no fun if we put life coaching in it. All right, go ahead, dude.
I just want to go ahead and
go ahead.
I just want to go ahead and say thank you, because it's one of those things, man, where this all started because Greg, you reached out to me. You said you wanted to see what I did as a life coach and everything, and you and Gina put me to the test, man. Y'all put a brother to the test. Y'all put me through the ringer, man. Y'all was asking me all type of questions. I was ready for it. I remember that interview. I was ready for it. No, and just since then, you told me I could come back on the show. I didn't expect to really be a part of it. You know what I mean? I just thought I was going to pop in and give some input every now and then. You know what I mean? But, man, you allowed me to come on here and actually, show people what life coaching is, show people kind of the viewpoints, and teach people more about accountability, and to know that you have control of your life. You know what I mean? It's not about what other people can do for you. It's about how you set yourself up for the situations that you lay down as far as the path and the foundation. So, I'm just grateful for Greg, Gina, Marcy, Chris, Nye, my man, Maurice,
All right, J-Real.
It's just everybody with Dope Living TV, the fans, the viewers, everything, man, because Greg, you provided a platform to where people can come and express their opinions and views, man. And like I said, it's a no judgment zone. And it's not a lot of places or a lot of people that can do that and actually handle it in the way that you've handled it. So, I'm just grateful for that, man. And I appreciate it.
Appreciate you, bro. Maurice, what's up, bro?
Bruh, you know how it's been. 40 years I've known you, man. I can't believe this thing done came full circle, as far as the music and, what you want, your dream coming full circle right now. First of all, I'd like to thank God, and I want him to continue to bless you and bless Dope Living. And, I'm going to keep it short and sweet. I everything y'all just said, thank God for all of y'all as well, and thanks for letting me in, contribute my 2 cents every once in a while, and
hey, bro.
Straight out. Love you back, man.
And that's Maurice Ice Cold Pepper.
Chris Will, what you got, bro?
First off, you know what I'm saying? I want to thank God for putting us together. Mm-hmm. Like Jocelyn used to say, things don't just happen, they happen justly. This was in the making right here. You know what I'm saying? So from knowing Greg for 30 years?
Ever.
About 30 years, haven't you?
That's it.
Since I was like 14, actually longer than that, since I was like 13.
Yeah.
Yeah, since I was like 13. So knowing you for about 30 years, reconnecting, getting everything going. From that, you and God gave me the opportunity to meet Gina, meet Marcy, meet Naya, meet Jeff, and meet my big bro Reese down there in the South.
South.
It's a great it's a great mixture of ideas, minds, and all of that. And I also want to thank Kobe Juice, Body Armor for sponsoring me. And then I want to, last but not least, man, I want to thank myself, man. I want to thank myself, man, for coming on here, you know what I'm saying, and really listening to what y'all doing that's helping me further myself in life. So it's not myself as me being egotistical, it's myself of being able to listen to y'all point of views to make my point of views and the decisions I make even better.
Now that's dope living.
Absolutely. I just want to say real quick to close this all out, man. We do a lot of stuff here on Dope Living TV Live, and afterwards, you guys don't see the conversations that we have after the show is over. We literally bear ourselves to each other. We're not perfect. We make mistakes, but we love each other. Seriously, okay. I mean, it's a family. What you see here is a family.
Mm-hmm.
We're missing Ujimar, but it's a family.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta say this without, and I'm gonna go real quick. Chris, like again, we've been knowing each other forever. All right, I'm gonna say it like that, okay? And it's one of those things where the student becomes the teacher. I remember saying some things to you a long time ago. I remember you hanging out at the show a couple of times when I was doing the TV show, and again, and if I was to tell that story about at the casino and this and that, I'd be remiss to not mention that as we talked, I saw in your eyes that you were going to do something else, and I never would have imagined that it would be this big. So, hey, bro, I love you, and I think you're a fantastic individual. And we started this Dope Living TV Live thing, okay, and we've taken it so far, all right. And even though you're not on as much as you can because of business, man, your presence is still appreciated each and every time you step on. Let's go down to the South, like you said. Murray's been knowing you forever, bro, ever. And I remember when you were doing your radio, and we talked about bringing artists and putting them on my show, and things happened, didn't happen. You fell ill, you came back, man. Hey, brother, you are a blessing. You are truly a blessing, and you're a true example of perseverance, prayer, and how God is so miraculous and He can heal. You know what I'm saying? You're an integral part of the show, man, and I appreciate you, bro. Most definitely. Jeff, when I saw you, bro, I looked and I was looking for someone that can actually guide us, really guide us and let us know about life in general, because we go on and on and on and on in our lives, and we think we're doing it right all the time, all right? And like I said, you're not telling people how to live their lives. You're giving them examples. You're giving them guidelines to try to get them to a point where they can decide what they want to do with their lives themselves. And bro, you are so inspirational, man. You are so inspirational. And I follow you. I may not comment or tag and like everything that you do, but watch it. All right. And as I watch, I learn. And man, I appreciate you so very much, bro, because without you, there's an imbalance on the show. There's an imbalance. All right, what's going on, Carl Ramsey? There's an imbalance, and the balance that you bring is tremendous. Okay, you guys, if you notice, if you go back and look at these shows from, I just say this year, I was off the rails. All right, but each of you have calmed me down and brought me down to a level where it's presentable now. Okay, so I appreciate you, brother. I love you, man. And look,
thank you, man.
We got work to do. We got work to do.
Definitely.
Marcella, been knowing you forever as well. You bring another facet to this show. Okay, I never want to see you sad. I never want to see you not active. I never want to see you not participating. Okay, and I think I expressed that to you, and you don't. You don't fail. You never fail us. You keep that spirituality in this group. All right, and regardless of how many arrows and slings we throwing at you, God got you. He got you doing that move right there. Bam,
like the Matrix.
bam, and you're still here. Okay, because I know that I'm a piece of work. All right, but I'm like Chris mentioned. Things don't just happen; they happen justly. Okay, I'm a piece of work, but I'm a piece of work in progress. All right, and I thank you for always staying true and for always hanging out, even though I come at you probably the most than anybody, but you're still here, and I appreciate you. Little sis, Nyla, you know what? You're a breath of fresh air. All right. You and Sage have become my little sisters. Um, you're just amazing. You're the youngest person on this panel, and you keep my old ass in check. I don't get it. But it's appreciated and it's needed. All right, because some people go on and on and on and on. And Chris, you can attest to this. In our business, we got a lot of yes men. I can say, "Hey man, pick that shit up," and he gonna be like, "Okay." I don't need yes men. I need people to tell me when I'm wrong, when I'm not on point. I need that. All right. And I'm telling you, and Chris, I know you feel this, man, because and I don't like yes men. I like people that are going to, check me and question me, even though I may be right. Make me think different. Make me think different. Okay. I don't have a problem because if I'm thinking different and someone else brings something to the table as you do, Nye, then it could make things so much better. It could possibly make things so much better. So I appreciate you, little sis. And you know where you at with me. I love you so much. I'm about to cry on this one. Okay. Love you so much. Okay. And this one really gonna make me cry right now.
Oh, ho, ho.
Gina.
So, she's been there from day one.
Man, look, her and Chris been there from day one. I walked into the post office and I saw her and she was doing something. My nosy ass questioning, didn't know who she was at first because, back was turned. And then I saw it was Gina and we started talking and she told me her dreams with her book, which were already manifested. And then we talked about some other things that she wanted to do. And I said, you know what? I got you. Right. And when people say that they got you, a lot of people don't have you. A lot of people don't have you. And Gina turned around to me and said, I got you too. When I was doing something, she said, I got you. Chris said, I got you. Marie said, I got you. I got you. I got you. All the way around. And
hey, Greg, you better be lucky you said that because I was about to say that you and Gina encounter sound like a love story, bro.
I was gonna say the same thing too. I was like, talk about I walked.
I met her at the post office.
I saw her.
Y'all minds went somewhere else.
It is a love story. It is a love story because Gina is
You say I walked in the post office and I saw Gina.
And I saw her. Her back was turned.
And I was like, I can know.
And I was mailing off Alpha's adventure books.
Right.
And she turned around and I was in awe.
What are you doing?
I can tell you this, that you know what? Blood could make a city closer. All right. I'm there for her. Even when I'm mad at her, I'm there for her. Okay. And even when she's mad at me, she's there for me.
Oh, he been mad at me too, boy.
That's my sister, and can't nobody say anything about that. And the thing is that she's corrected me, she's challenged me, she's admonished me, she's praised me, and that's just love, man. That's family, And I tell you what, it's amazing, as Chris said, God brought us together, and I've said that before. This is God, Dr. Jory Lynn, she came on and she did her thing, okay. Jocelyn did a thing, okay.
Had me cracking up.
Hit that thing, okay? I want to shout out to Suzette Hayes, who's Simply Suzette, okay?
Yeah.
She is definitely a prize, okay? She definitely has the skills to do whatever she needs to do and whatever she wants to do. She is a wonderful talent. People need to listen. And when her project comes out, please, everybody go and check her out, okay? Make sure. Ludine, she's doing her thing, all right? Shout out to Tree from Tree Sweet Drinks. Go support her. These are people that have been on the Isha. Support. There's
Zaya the player.
Zaya the player, of course, man. There's a guy who's getting ready to do a TV show. What's his name? Jamie McGrone. Y'all go check him out, okay? Yvette Ayers, thank you for tuning in, being a faithful listener. Courtney Bird, Angie still standing. I love you. Trisha Lee, you are my home. Felicia, Gina, I'm sorry, Amina, Bree, what's up, dude?
We can't forget about our Barbados family too. With Ruby Tech.
I'm getting there. Ruby Tech, most definitely. Okay.
Chris overseas.
Carl Ramsey, man. You come on. You provide us with some laughter and some great insight, bro. Y'all play him out on Fridays at 6:30. He's doing his thing. Okay. Darian Collins. All right. She comes on here sometime and just sets us straight. Okay. Whether we believe her, not believe her, whether we agree with her or not. Okay. Ty Sullivan, another person that comes on and expresses their opinion greatly. Okay. Brandy, she's another spoken word artist.
Miss Arkansas.
Yeah.
Jory says, Greg, we love you too sometimes. I accept that because I'm not the easiest to get along with. Okay. And I've learned a lot from you guys. All right. I just want to say this though. As we're going into 2022, man, let's lead by example. First and foremost, man, we don't have to be here. God has allowed us to do this, to make it to this point of our lives and to keep going. When it's time for us to go, he'll let us know. But let's go into 2022 with a different mindset. I'm not just saying us, I'm saying everybody. Let's go into 2022 with a different mindset. I don't make resolutions. I don't know how many of you guys do. I don't make resolutions, okay? Resolutions you break. Dreams and aspirations and goals you keep. All right? And those are the things that we do. We make goals. We decide that we're going to do something and we do it. It's not a resolution. I don't believe in those. All right. We're going to be doing so much next year, and you plan these things. You start off at the beginning, like in business, the last quarters where everybody looks at their financials and gets all of this money together and this and that to make sure of what they're going to do for the next year. All right. So it's already done. Things like that is already done. So when everybody tries to come at people at the beginning of the year, their budget is already set. Now you're begging. All right. Get with the program, okay? This business thing does not stop at the end of a year. It doesn't start, I should say, at the end of a year, at the beginning of a new year. It's constant, okay? Quarterly. Go into these things and man, come on. We got to do better, okay? And I want to see people. I want to see so many entrepreneurs. I want to see you guys here on the show. Talk about your journey. Talk about the progress that you're making to make your dreams come true. I know a lot of people that are trying to do different things and reinvent themselves. Do it. Don't say I'll do this, but that but word is that bridge that just pushes everything to the side. Just say I'll do it and leave it alone. Period. That's all I get, and I did it without crying, y'all.
All right.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't, because I'm about to make you cry right now. You forgot somebody, bro.
Yeah.
You forgot somebody, bro. Just think about it. Who did you forget?
I said God.
Who's closest to you?
That's first on the list.
Let's talk about some blood.
You definitely forgot. I was gonna say.
You forgot somebody.
Ooh wee. Now you muted. Ooh wee.
You forgot about somebody. You want me to show you? You want me to show you?
No.
You want me to show you who you forgot?
No.
Go ahead, Chris. Go ahead.
You want me to send you a picture?
Private chat.
You want me to send you a picture?
I'm good, bro. What's his private chat say?
No, not even that. That's not even it. Nope.
I did mention Uji.
But that's not it. You want me to tell you who you forgot?
Do you want me to talk about my son?
Yes, you better. Because if you don't, you won't hit the end of it.
I won't hear the end of it from you. But see, here's the thing. Daily with all right, y'all.
That's the personal on the daily. But when you express your love and admiration to the world, you got to do it, bro.
My son knows how I feel about him. You all know how I feel about my son. But I will say that the reason I do every single thing that I do on the regular, on the daily, is because God blessed me, man. God blessed me. He blessed me with a.
Bless you, Lord.
He blessed me with.
See what you did,
It's
Chris.
all right. It's okay.
See what you did, Chris.
Look, like that's my big brother, and that's my nephew. That's my nephew, man, and like I remember.
Trust me, I know.
I remember when we reconnected, and the first thing that Greg said to me, he's like, "Bro, you got to meet my son, fam." He was like, "Yo, he's so talented, bro." Like everything, I'm gonna say everything that Greg can't say right now. He's like, "Man, my brother." He's like, "Man, my son." It's more of a, even though it's a father-son relationship, it's more like a brother relationship between me and my son. Like everything that he wants to do, I'm gonna make sure he's gonna accomplish it. You know what I'm saying? And he's the one that's really keeping me going right now. You know what I'm saying? So I know the passion that he's showing right now, but hey, I couldn't let him get off here without mentioning this.
You could have.
Nah,
you could have.
I couldn't, because you got to remember, bro. During this year, man, we went through a lot. You know what I'm saying? And the stuff that we went through, man, we gotta mention everyone that makes Dope Living.
Us. Yes.
No,
and the ones who support us. I mean,
yeah.
You know, they're there. They don't complain about we're giving our time to the public. Jeff, you got Megan that's always in your corner. You always speak highly of her. Nyla, you got Sage who's there for you and been there for you, and we know her like we know you.
Yep, that's my baby.
Maurice, you have Marianne, and she's part of the show. You know, and she's so beautiful. I can see why you guys have been married for so long. The yin to the yang.
That's it.
And I got my Robert who supports me, and let's look at Maurice, and he looks at you guys like family. He knows all of you guys, and you know he loves you guys just as much as I do. And anything that you guys need, he'll be there for you too. So we got to thank the ones who are there supporting us through this too, as well. Not, you know, we couldn't do it without them. We couldn't do it without their support.
Absolutely. Poetry Soul Child, we'll get you on next time. Got to make sure you click that camera and your mic, man. Get you on. All right.
You do some tests.
Basically, man, we just want to say, you know, Happy New Year to everybody. Thank you for making us who we are. We will see you guys
the new year.
Second week of the new year.
Yeah.
We won't be on next week. We won't be on next week.
Okay.
We'll be on the following week, and you know, but you all know us. Ain't no telling. Might pop on one day and just say, "Hey, come join us." But we may not. But anyway, thank you guys for making us who we are. This is Dope Living TV live, and we'll see you guys 2022. Be safe, y'all.
Peace.
Happy New Year.